What is going on, y'all, and welcome back to the Average Homeowner's YouTube channel. On today's episode, I am going to do a review on a brand new product I just got for the pool. So stay tuned. I think you're really gonna like it, and I think you're gonna find value, especially if you have any sort of pool or wet area that you need to clean on a regular basis. So let's get into it. All right, so I've been a little frustrated lately. It's the second year of having the pool, and the maintenance can get a little tedious to keep up with. That said, vacuuming the pool every week just gets a little bit ridiculous. You've got to pull out that giant hose, you've got to move the skimmer baskets, you've got to close off one of the skimmers, you've got to put the hose in there, put the hose to the big pool rake vacuum, and vacuum the entire thing. Now, while it doesn't take long, it can be a bit of a headache, but I found something online that I think is going to be my replacement, and that is the N-Hulk cordless pool vacuum. So this is going to be a 20-volt portable pool cleaner. It has up to 60 minutes of runtime when fully charged. Charges in under an hour and a half, it says. I'm not sure how accurate that is. This just came off the charger with an hour on it. It says it's got a really powerful suction motor, and it's got the maximum working conditions of up to 10 feet deep. Well, our pool's only 5.5, so we don't really have to worry about that. So let's talk about what comes in the box. It also comes with a 2-year warranty, which is great. What comes in the box, it does need assembly, but everything just snaps together. It's not like you need any tools at all. It's a real easy process, and it comes with additional catch bags as well as a sand catch bag. So let's take a look at the actual product. This is the N-Hulk vacuum. So when it came as a main body piece, the suction head piece, as well as the retractable pool arm. If you don't want to use the retractable pool arm, it also has just a normal vacuum handle component to it, but that doesn't seem very useful considering you're not doing a very shallow area, or at least I'm not. If you're using it for just steps or a tanning ledge or something like that, this may be the easiest option for you. So all it was to put it together was you literally snapped on the suction head with the snap right here on top, and there's 2 retractable pins here. You just put this down, let it fall, snap it into place, and you are good to go. The charging port is located right here under the on-off switch, and it comes with a 120-volt charger that snaps right into it. Now, one thing I will tell you, and one thing I thought there may have been an issue with it, but there wasn't, is right here where this connects. If you don't extend this pool arm just a little bit, then it sits in the way, and you have to loosen this because it sits in the way of allowing this to snap in, and it doesn't really fit and seat properly. But once you do that, it seats just fine, and you're good to go. So with that said, let's take this over to the pool and see how well it does vacuuming up the pool ledge, and we're gonna try it on the bottom of the pool too. Like I said, it comes with a skimmer bag to allow sand to pass through or microparticles to pass through, and a sand catch bag, which is a little thicker, more dense material. I have the sand catch bag in there because there's a lot of farm work going on around us right now, and we're getting a lot of silt and sand settling in the bottom of the pool. So with that said, let's go try it out, and then I'm gonna follow all this up and give you my review. Let's go. Pool maintenance day. All right, let me turn this so you can see the pool ledge. I guess I should have waited till it was sunnier. It might be a better video though. Like this. All right. So now let's just switch it on. You can hear it kick up, and let's submerge it and give it a try. Okay, that's fully extended. We need some extension here. Okay. Well, that's why it says up to 10 foot deep. Oh, it is getting some particles up, that's for sure. I'll lock this one down here and we're good to go. The suction to the bottom of the pool is phenomenal. It just shut off for some reason. Not really sure what that was. There we go. I just needed to get it down a little deeper. It wasn't working on the tanning ledge because it wasn't priming itself. But I'll tell you what, it is doing work on these steps. I don't know if you can even see these steps. Let me check. See how much water's coming out of that now? Now it's fully primed, rocked, and rolling. And these steps are where a lot of my sand settles because nothing gets it out of the bottom of the pool. So this is going to make it much easier. Oh yeah. All right, everybody, while we're in the sped up portion of this video, if you could do me a favor and smash that like button, hit that thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. 99% of the people who watch this aren't subscribed, and it would really help the channel grow and help me if you would do any of those actions and support the channel. Now back to the video. Just got to get that sucker down there and all primed up. Now I can tell you right now, some small problems I foresee. Not being able to push it all the way out into the pool could be an issue. But I could put my longer arm on there and see if that extends it and would work. I think that might be the solution here. It is a little bit neutrally buoyant. It's not vacuuming to the ground as hard as I would have thought it would. But it doesn't take much pressure to keep it on the ground either because of that, so that makes it real easy to use. Okay, so now let's take it down to the far end of the pool. I've got a spot with a bunch of debris where it normally settles in one of the deeper parts, and we're gonna try it and see how well it works down there. I don't know how well y'all can see, but there's a lot of sand settled on this ledge right here, so we're gonna go ahead and get that. And there's a lot of debris right down here. I'll try and zoom in on it. But this is where everything tends to settle in our pool when it needs vacuumed up. I'm gonna see if my larger pole will fit on here, and I'll be right back and we'll get started with this. Oh, it does fit. What a wonderful day. This is gonna be awesome. Let it prime itself. That's all you gotta do. You gotta submerge it to prime it first. Look at all, oh, we're still priming. There we go. Look at all that sand that's coming up. In the corner there and ridge some stuff up. All right, now we're gonna go for this big stuff right here. Oh yeah. Just absolutely nuked it. I mean, you can literally just hold it on the bottom and I'm watching stuff pull to it from all around it. So now it's got a little less water flowing out of it, which might mean that the basket's full. Okay, so let's go check our results and see how well it did on the vacuuming and see what the catch bag looks like. We're gonna take a look at the catch bag right here because that's where I've got this little trash can. So let's take the main pole off of it here, this oversized pole, and wait for the semi to go by. Okay, so we went ahead and took the long pole off it. Now to open it up, all you're gonna do is there's this handle release here. You're gonna pop that down, and that's gonna release the brake, and you can pull this off. And I can tell by the color of the water coming out of this that, oh, that would have been bad. Just got it and almost broke it. It's going to be seemingly pretty full, but that's why it would have filtered a lot more water if I would have used the regular bag, but I wanted to use the sand catch bag. And I'm gonna show you why. Notice how there's some dirty water running out of that, but there's not a lot of anything on the outside like with other bags. With other bags, you get a lot more flow through, but the reason this one was binding up a little bit at the end is because we caught a ton of sand. Now, if we wouldn't have used this vacuum, if we would have used our normal vacuum that goes into the skimmer baskets, all of this sand would have ended up inside the pool filter, and you end up having to clean your pool filters more often. So I think having this is also going to be great for not having to clean the pool filters as often. Oh yeah, ton of sand. And then we'll just go rinse this out, and I'll be right back. All right, so with the magic of the camera, the filter bag cleaned right up, rinsed right out, no big deal. So we're gonna get this all put back together, get it charged, and get it stored. I don't think you need to use that sand filter bag every single time, but I will say in a time like this, when I did have a lot of sand in the bottom of the pool, it definitely helped. So let's talk about a review of the N-Hulk pool vacuum. First, ease of assembly. When it got here, the box assembled easy. It was delivered overnight. I opened it up. I didn't even really need to read the instructions. It was clear. It was 3 snaps and we were good to go. Put it on the charger and ready to use. That's awesome. What came with it in the box? It was definitely nice to have the sand filter and the particulate filters, both, because you never know which one you're gonna need. Now you're definitely gonna wanna order more, but having both in the box to begin with was definitely helpful. Ease of use. Do I wish there was something in the box that said, hey dummy, you need to prime this before it'll work on your tanning ledge? Yeah, probably. Should I have known that, as with any type of pool pump or any type of water equipment, that it needs primed before it really starts working? Yes, so that's on me. But ease of use, very easy. The fact that I was able to use it with its 10-foot extendable pole on the tanning ledge and the steps, and that I was able to take my longer pool pole and actually use the long normal pool pole to extend it out into the middle and get it out into areas where I couldn't reach with the 10-foot pole unless I was actually in the pool, that was very, very helpful. So overall, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, I think is, and I'll have to come back and review it later or give my long-term thoughts on it because I need to make sure it's gonna last, but definitely a 9 out of 10. There's a couple things that could be a little easier. It could be a little more durable. It doesn't feel like it's the most stable platform, but it's also not the most expensive. So I think for price and value, it's a 9 out of 10. I would definitely recommend this. Get one, try it, use it on your pool, get out the sand, get out the particles. And with that, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, something you'd like to see me review, drop that in the comments below. Smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, please. 99% of you who watch are not subscribed, and I would really appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel if you'd subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.